Hello everyone. It's already 6, so I'll wait for 5 more minutes and then we'll start.
Good evening.
Good evening. I'll just start at 6:05. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Hello everyone. Good evening. This is Gargi. I would be the facilitator for this course. I hope every one of you can hear me. Sometimes I think feedback would be good. It would help me to understand. Oh, good. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we'll start if someone else would join, but then we'll start from here today. So I would be the facilitator for the Mindfulness Foundation course by Emojar. Okay. I'll introduce myself as well. But first, I would like to discuss a bit about the table of contents. So today I've kept it a bit light. It's a topic which is I think it is very much based on practice. We all have a very wandering mind, and I think it takes time. So I've kept it light for today, right? We'll take things slow, okay? And we'll start with the concept of mindfulness. What mindfulness is, I think mindfulness nowadays, the word, the term is like everywhere. It's in the internet, it's in Instagram, it's everywhere. So I think most of us maybe we know here and there what mindfulness is, but just giving a clear concept about mindfulness, what it is, would be the first part of the course here. What are the qualities of mindfulness? That's a bit of a lengthy thing because there are a lot of qualities of mindfulness. It is not just paying attention or being more aware. There are a lot of other things which we'll discuss. Practice. So we'll after these two, so these two are basically theories, concept of mindfulness and qualities of mindfulness, and then when we come to practice. So the most easiest, I wouldn't say easiest, but yeah, the stepping stone can be, paying attention to your breath. That is something which is always available to us. And then we'll discuss about the assignment, and then we'll do a small reflection about today's class. So, yeah, going to the next one, let's introduce ourselves. So, I'll start with introducing myself, and it would be great if everyone can introduce themselves, even if one line, that's fine. Just tell me your name, what you do. I think that would be just fine. So, I am Gargi. I would be the facilitator for the course, and I am a mindfulness coach. I am a psychotherapist. I do art based therapy, and also I work with a lot of people who have trauma. So there is trauma therapy as well. So that's more or less about me. And yeah, maybe also talk about what are the things that I like doing. I am very passionate about drawing, painting, yeah, cooking sometimes. Yes, I think that's more or less about me. Can anyone start maybe introducing themselves? That would be great. And it's a request if you can also just, okay. Okay, I'll come to the comments. Yeah, if you can maybe switch on your camera while speaking, it would be great to see faces. Right, yes. So anyone can start. I'll read the comments in the end. Okay. I think someone has raised the hand. You can speak, Alka. Right? Alka has raised the hand. You can speak, Alka.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, all. My name is Alka Vijay. I'm from Kerala. So, I recently completed my master's in psychology. So, I'm about to practice in my field. So, that's all about me.
Okay, okay. Welcome, Alka. Yes. Who would like to go next? Nupur. Yes, Nupur, you can.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is
Good
Nupur,
evening.
and I'm currently a second year master's student in counseling psychology. And yeah, so what I like is to dance. Maybe that's like my favorite hobby. Yeah, and I'm from Bombay, just to mention.
Okay, okay. Right. Yes. Okay. Anyone who would like to go next? Yes. Shumon, right? Yes. Yes, right.
Yes. Hi, good evening, everyone. So, my name is Shumon Sen, and I'm currently an ABA behavior therapist. I work with the Indian Autism Children Society. So, I've been in this field for the past 3 to 4 years, and I've been working since then. And this is my, I think, third training course with Emojar. So, excited to be here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. Excited to have you. Welcome to the course. Yes. Who is next? Wait, I can't see the names. Anyone can go next. You don't need to
Uh,
raise your hand. Yes, yes, please. Yeah, tell me that.
Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Ashwin Kaur and I'm working as a school counselor. I'm from Chandigarh. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Welcome to the course. Yes, anyone else who would like to say?
Hi everyone. My name is
Hello.
Hanya. So I'm currently working as a counselor for palliative care. So I'm
Okay,
basically from Bangalore. Thank you.
thank you.
Hi everyone,
Anyone else?
Madhuri. Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Hi everyone, I'm Madhuri Marathe. I am an assistant professor with Vishwakarma University, Pune.
Okay, welcome to the course, Madhuri.
Thank you.
Hi,
Yes, I think yeah, yes, yes.
hi. I'm Dipanjan Maitik, a psychological
Hello,
counselor
Dipanjan.
from Calcutta.
Okay, okay. Hello, Dipanjan.
Hi, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, you can speak.
Yeah, hi, this is Sagarika. I'm
Hello.
from Chennai. And can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm from Chennai and I'm associated with Emoja from a long time. So many
Hmm.
courses I had done with them.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to be here. So I'm an educator. I
Okay.
am working as a life coach and art based therapist.
Okay.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
And nice
Thank you.
meeting
Welcome.
everyone again here.
Thank you. It's nice meeting you, ma'am. So, yeah.
Good
Okay.
evening.
Anyone else who would
I'm
like
Sri-
to go? Yes.
yeah,
Good
good
evening.
evening. Yeah, I'm Sridevi Nainal. I work as a counselor at the Palliative Care Center in Bangalore. I work for Bangalore Hospice Trust, which is Karnashraya. I work with terminally ill patient for cancer.
Okay. Okay. Welcome to the course, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, so first of all, good evening, everyone. My name is Disha
Good
Shah.
evening.
I am in my second year of bachelor's, and I want to learn more about this therapy, and like I want to explore this more. So I'm here.
Okay. Welcome to the course. Anyone else who would like to speak?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
I am Ruksar from Gujarat, Ahmedabad.
Hello.
PG
Yes.
diploma student, and last time I counselor job, but I degree is Mahatma Gandhi Labor Institute
Okay.
from Ahmedabad.
Okay. Welcome to
Thank
the
you.
course. Thank you.
PG diploma,
Yes.
counseling
Welcome
and
to the
guidance psychology.
okay.
Post graduation diploma in counseling psychology, counseling and guidance psychology. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, so I'll quickly read the messages, right? Jasmine is saying, "Hi everyone, I'm Jasmine. She's a counseling psychologist exploring new techniques to be able to use in counseling settings." Lakshmi has written, "I'm Lakshmi. She's currently in second year of MA in clinical psychology." There is Sarjana. She's from Bangalore. She's a counseling psychologist and art therapist. Mehnaz speaks. Mehnaz is from Mumbai, currently pursuing master's MSc in psychology. She loves writing. Then there is Karo Kumar. Karo has done his MA in English. There is Sabah. She's from Delhi, working as a counselor. Okay, I think there are a lot more. So, if anyone would like to speak, then we can, or we can just go to the course. We can start. It's already been 15 minutes. Okay, so I'll start with the first part, that is the concept of mindfulness. What is mindfulness? Because I think we see that a lot everywhere, but I don't think we fully know what it is actually. So there's this pioneer in research and mindfulness, John Kabat-Zinn. So he says mindfulness awareness that arises through paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non judgmentally. So there are a lot of words here which are very important. Is not just paying attention, it is on purpose of paying attention and in the present moment and non-judgmentally, not judging the process, not judging what we are thinking, nothing. It's just paying attention non-judgmentally on purpose in the present moment. We'll talk a bit about what it is, right? So, according to John Kabat-Zinn, mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It's a way of being that involves observing your thoughts and physical sensations without reacting to them, which involves there are four things which involves paying attention to. So the first one is paying attention. Focus on the present moment rather than the past or future. What we do, I think, on a daily basis all the time is that we human beings, we are either in the past or we are in the future, worrying or regretting about something that already happened. So, mindfulness is something which is absolutely opposite to that. It brings us here back in the present and paying attention to here and now. Being non judgmental. Don't react to your thoughts or feelings. Oftentimes, in our internal world of thoughts and feelings, we think about something and we react with our feelings. We feel bad about it, we feel angry about it, and that essentially drives the way that we behave. If I think a lot of participants here are from psychology background, so you must be knowing the triad of CBT, where your thoughts, feelings, and your behavior are interconnected to each other. So when we start reacting to thoughts and feelings, we start behaving to those thoughts or feelings. We become more reactive. Being open and receptive, accept our experiences as they are without trying to change them in any way, without trying to bargain, without trying to do anything about it, but accepting as they are. And the last one is being curious. So, paying attention in mindfulness, paying attention, yes, non judgmentally, yes, of course, being open and receptive, but also from a very beginner's mind, being curious, noticing the sensations, the surroundings, our body, noticing everything with a beginner's mind, like you are looking at it or you are noticing it for the first time. And many of the times in my private practice, I've seen there is always something new that I get out of. Even, maybe I'm doing the activity every single day, but I still get something, new out of it, or I notice something new out of it. Okay. Now we'll start with the most important part is the qualities of mindfulness. So there are 8 qualities of mindfulness, and yes, we will talk about the those qualities from now on. Okay. If anyone has any question in between, they can raise their hands. I will ask once I'm done with what. Okay, someone raised a hand. Yes, please. Ruhi, Ruhi, do you want to say anything? Ruhi, can you hear me? Okay, she's not speaking. I don't know if she can hear me. Okay. So I'll start with the qualities of mindfulness. So the first one is non-judgmental observation. So mindfulness is, of course, observation. Okay, and what observe, I will come back to, I'll come to it later. I'll tell about it, right? But it is absolutely non-judgmental observation, not judging what I am observing. Mindfulness involves the ability to observe your own experience without getting caught up in assigning judgment to any of it. It is about cultivating an attitude of taking an active and curious interest in things precisely as they are, with no efforts to change or deny any of it. There is no fear of what may arise in one's experience, nor is there agitated surprise by the unexpected. When I do mindfulness with my clients, there is a lot of people who actually is scared of their own thoughts. And we'll do a practice today. Let's see how much, we are also scared of our own thoughts. But yes, we are scared of our own thoughts. The kind of emotions, the kind of thoughts that might come up, the kind of experiences that might come up when we try to be more aware. Because, as I said, our mind is inherently a wandering mind. It constantly wanders, it constantly judges. So, judgment is also, there are different kinds of judgment as well. We'll come to that later about the details of it. But whatever the judgment is, mindfulness says not to judge. Not to judge if they're harmful, not to judge if they're bad, not to judge if they're good, right? Nothing. There is a sense of noticing thoughts, like where I become the own observer of my own thoughts. Okay? Not only thoughts, but also feelings, also sensations, people, and events just as they are, noticing them fully. Most often, what happens, we are maybe, let's say, talking to someone and something made us remember something, and we go in our mind palace, we get lost, right? Mindfulness says about, just being in the present. So, noticing whatever you're feeling, sensing, events, people, everything around you, but being present here. Through this balanced observation comes an increased awareness of impermanence, intricacies, and nuances. There is no need to reject things that are unpleasant, because the judgments of good and bad are set aside in favor of open minded, curious observation. So here again, as I said, there is no good, there is no bad, there is no helpful, there is no unhelpful, nothing. There is just this noticing, where I'm just being, and I am noticing what is happening around me. And maybe, it's weird that when we just notice, we see how everything is so impermanent, that nothing stays. Even the sense of me, the sense of I won't be the same person today. Sorry, I won't be the same person 1 month after this. I would perhaps have more experience, after this course that we, all of us facilitating and you guys are taking. After this course is done in 1 month, you won't be the same person. You would be someone else. You would be someone different with more experience and maybe more curiosity, right? And maybe inculcating these small, small things that we would, also start incorporating in our daily life and help the clients to have it as well. The next one is acceptance. If we are unable to accept all of our qualities fully, it is quite difficult to observe them with non judgmental curiosity. This form of acceptance involves noticing when we are experiencing unpleasant or difficult thoughts, feelings, and sensations, and practicing taking an active stance of acceptance towards them. I don't know for how many of you it's difficult to accept who we are, what I did, who I am. I know about me, and I know how difficult it is to accept me as a whole, with all the problems, all the thoughts, all the feelings, and everything as a whole. And most often we cannot. Most often we don't accept ourselves. But mindfulness demands us to be practicing taking, just practicing taking that stance of acceptance towards all of these aspects of mind that are difficult, but nevertheless I accept it. In order to become more mindful, be willing to accept the fact that we will not always experience pleasant states of being. Mindfulness allows us to sit with uncomfortable thoughts and feelings with a greater sense of calm, less fear and resistance. So, when you're maybe working with your client or when you're doing it yourself, I think we on a daily basis deal with unpleasant states of being where we are not comfortable with the kind of emotions we are experiencing because of varied reasons. But nevertheless, practicing mindfulness will help us to accept that and live with less fear and resistance. Accept whatever emotions are showing up. Then we'll go to the next one. The third one, impartial watchfulness. Mindfulness does not take sides or get stuck on needing to perceive situations in particular ways because mindfulness involves not being so attached to the need for certain viewpoints. We are more free to see reality precisely as it is. This open minded attitude allows greater possibility for coming up with solutions and ideas that are creative and truly in our best interest. Through viewing reality in this open and impartial manner, we have a greater wealth of potential directions at our disposal, as opposed to becoming latched onto a particular direction that the ego has decided as best. To explain this, there's a better, explanation also given there. But I just want to say a few words. Is that I think when it comes to our sense of self, with the sense of self, the sense of identity, comes a lot of biases. And when a lot of biases come up, and we are taking a decision, whatever decision we take might not be for the best, might not be, we having an objective view of what the situation is and what would really be helpful for us, but rather we operate from that sense of identity of what are the things we should do and should not do, and maybe other obligations as well. Impartial watchfulness talks about being objective. Now consider how very difficult it generally is to be impartial regarding our own experiences. It is often far easier to view things objectively when reflecting upon a friend or a co-worker situation. When it becomes about us, objectivity usually goes right out the window. Mindfulness allows us to become more in tune with the internal observing self that we all possess. It allows us to view our own thoughts, feelings, and personal dilemmas with as much clarity and openness as we may be able to experience for another person. You might be, I mean, if you think about it, really, you will feel that when it comes to someone else's problems, it's much easier to give advice. It's much easier to give suggestion. Oh, this happened, you do this. But when it comes to us, when it comes to our own problems, we can't do that so nice. Impartial watchfulness, is about that, being able to objectively see our problems and try to solve them or not. Then comes non-conceptual awareness. Another English term for the Pali word sati, which means mindfulness, is bare attention. There is no thinking or involvement with cognitive process in the way that most of us are used to. Mindfulness simply looks and observes. It does not get caught up in ideas and memories, nor does it feel the need to label or categorize them. It is free from assigning meaning and fusing with thoughts and feelings. It is pure awareness. I'd like to give an example here is perhaps, all of you imagine, you are sitting by your balcony and you see cars. You see cars, motorcycles, cycles, rickshaws, autos going by. Just think of it as all of these vehicles being um, the thoughts, and these thoughts are going, they are coming, but we essentially, because we are looking from the balcony, we don't try to latch on to any of it. We don't try to see what kind of car is that. Is that a blue one? Is that a color which I like? All the judgments that we don't do that. We just look at it, just coming and going. And that's what non conceptual awareness is, where you don't fuse with it, you don't fuse with the thoughts, you don't engage with them, you just let it be, you just observe these thoughts coming and going. As I said, we have a wandering mind. So it's very natural to have those thoughts. They will come, they will go, but you can still observe. Through mindfulness, we have the opportunity to experience what it is like to observe all things as if for the very first time. It allows us to look upon the familiar and unfamiliar with a pair of fresh eyes, wonder, and curiosity. What might you see that you have never even noticed before? Okay. Yes, the fifth one. Present moment awareness. Yeah, we are talking about awareness, we're talking about being non judgmental, but uh, attending to what? Being aware about what? The present moment. Mindfulness rests in the here and now, this very moment. This pure awareness lives only in the current moment when you are aware of your breath, the sensations in your body, and your experience as you read the lines on this page. I don't know how many of you are trying to read the lines of this page, but yes, if you are reading it, you are here and now. You are in this moment. Through mindful awareness, we have the opportunity to reconnect with the present moment in a whole new way. Let's do a small exercise and a small experience for you, rather, to illustrate the difference between present moment mindful awareness and being mentally or emotionally distant, removed. Let's do this. Okay, I'll give you, 2-3 seconds before I start saying what it is. Choose a memory from your past to reflect upon. One particular memory to reflect upon. And imagine the qualities of that time in your life. What you were feeling, what you were thinking, what were you experiencing. Try to think about it. Can you picture it fully? Now, become aware that you are remembering it. This awareness is happening in the present. Try to understand that there is a part of you which is trying to remember, and there is a part of you which is remembering all of these things. Which is, maybe you have teleported to that place in the past, thinking about all of these things. Become aware that you are remembering it. This awareness is happening in the present. And it's okay if you can't do it. You're just starting off with it. It's okay if it is difficult. But this ability to notice your thoughts as they are happening is what it means to engage in present moment awareness. Okay, we'll go to the sixth one. Look around the room for the moment. What do you see? Check in with your internal state. What are you thinking, feeling, and seeing, sensing? It is quite likely that you are perceiving the room and your internal state through the lens of self. This is natural, we all do it. We have learned to understand the world and the people in it as they relate to us. Now, what mindfulness involves is that taking a completely different observational stance to reality and your experience in it. It involves letting go of the drama of self, of me, my, mine, I. There is no ego. It means noticing things just as they are, not as they are in relation to you. For example, imagine that you have pain in your leg. Ordinarily, you might react with or think about, I have pain. Through mindfulness, you can learn to notice sensations without attaching them to yourself in this way. There is no need to enhance or emphasize anything. No need to make things more dramatic simply because they are affecting you. Instead of my pain, with mindfulness, you simply notice pain. There is not meant to it is not meant to invalidate or deny that you're experiencing pain, but rather to observe it from a different lens, from a different view, noticing that you are likely to be less reactive to your experience when you begin to notice it more fully with non-egotistic awareness. And it is not just about pain, I think it is also about the kind of problems that we face every day and how much we hold it so close to ourselves. And maybe there is a choice of letting go, but we can't do it. Okay, this is the seventh one, awareness of change. Even though mindfulness rests only in the present moment and does not assign judgment to experience, it still notices the inevitability of change as it occurs. Mindfulness involves watching the natural change of experience as all life has as it flows along in the present. This can be particularly useful as you begin to notice how your own thoughts, feelings, and sensations naturally change. Maybe 40 minutes ago, if you would have joined, what were you feeling? What were you thinking? What were your sensations? Is it the same now as well? Think about it for a moment. Has it changed? Try to notice how you're feeling right now. There is less need to become fused to your internal experience once you recognize that it is all temporary. Even maybe 40 minutes ago, what you were feeling is not the same as what you are feeling now. Perhaps you are feeling quite happy, angry, sad, anxious, guilty, or fearful today. No matter what that emotion may be or how intense it may be, it is temporary. Tomorrow you're going to feel it. The last one and the eighth one is participatory observation. It may seem as if mindfulness is some form of passive observation. Now, with all the discussion, I don't know if any of you are thinking, but yes, there is a popular belief. I've seen people thinking that it is like, being passive. It's just a way to, deal with your emotions and be passive. Just be a passive observator. But it is not. In fact, mindfulness requires the meditator to be both the participant and the observer. And it first starts with just observing. Okay, just to let you know, it starts with observing, then becoming participant. It can be difficult to be participant in the first. Okay, yeah. In this way, you are the observer of your experience at the same time as you are the experience itself. As thoughts, feelings, and sensations naturally arise, they arise within the same vessel that observes them. Just like I was talking about in one of the points, when you're thinking about the memory, when it happened, how you felt, could you see that there was this part which was thinking about it, and there was also this part which was observing, you know, what the other part is thinking about. So it's the same vessel. We are the same person. Okay, they arise within the same vessel that observes them. When you observe and you participate as well. As you watch your feelings arise within, you are feeling them at the same time. You can watch the feelings and you can feel it as well together. Mindfulness is not a denial of your experience and a retreat into nothing but detached observation. It is not. It's just a caution, of course. It is not that. It is a type of open observation that is experiencing that which it is observing. So being fully present, experiencing and also observing, participating and observing at the same time. But often we start with observation, then comes participation. Right? So that's more or less the qualities of mindfulness. That's the theory part for today. I don't know how many of you are bored, but we have to sadly go through it. But now we'll start with the practice, the mindful breathing. As I said that breathing is the first something which is always available to us and something that can always connect will help us to connect to here and now with our body and to our surroundings and to ourselves. I just want to take a minute for all of you to settle down because we'll start a practice. So if you can maybe shift to a more quieter place. Maybe if you need to change the light or something, maybe move to a more comfortable place. I'll give you 1 minute if you want to shift. So that's it. Okay, is every one of you ready, more or less? You can just give a thumbs up. I think that will help for me to understand. Oh, oh, great! A lot of thumbs up. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we'll start. Yes, yes, I can see most of you are ready. Okay, cool. So let's start. Okay, mindful breathing. Okay, yes. Start by settling into a comfortable position and allow your eyes to close or keep them open with a softened gaze. Some people have difficulty in closing their eyes for a long time. You can maybe keep it with a softened gaze, keep it open. Whoever is comfortable, you can close your eyes. Begin by taking several long, slow, deep breaths. Breathing in fully and exhaling fully. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose or mouth. Allow your breath to find its own natural rhythm. Bring your full attention to noticing each in breath as it enters your nostrils, travels down to your lungs, and causes your belly to expand. And notice each out breath as your belly contracts and air moves up through the lungs, back up through the nostrils or mouth. Invite your full attention to flow with your breath. Notice how the inhale is different from the exhale. You may experience the air as cool as it enters your nose and warm as you exhale. As you turn more deeply inward, begin to let go of noises around you. If you are distracted by sounds in the room, simply notice them. and bring your in attention back to your breath. Simply breathe as you breathe, not striving to change anything about your breath. Don't try to control your breath in any way. Observe and accept your experience in this moment without judgment, paying attention to your inhale and exhale. If your mind wanders to thoughts, plans, problems, simply notice your mind wandering. Watch the thought as it enters your awareness as neutrally as possible. Then practice letting go of the thought as if it were a leaf floating down a stream. In your mind, place each thought that arises on a leaf and watch as it floats out of sight down the stream. Then bring your attention back to your breath. Your breath is an anchor you can return to over and over again when you become distracted by thoughts. Notice when your mind has wandered. Observe the types of thoughts that hook you or distract you. Noticing is the richest part of learning. With this knowledge, you can strengthen your ability to detach from thoughts and mindfully focus your awareness back on the qualities of your breath. Practice coming home to the breath with all and full attention. Watching the gentle rise of your stomach on the in breath and the relaxing letting go on the out breath. Allow yourself to be completely with your breath as it flows in and out. You might become distracted by pain or discomfort in your body, or twitching or itching sensations that draw your attention away from the breath. You may also feel different emotions arising, perhaps sadness, happiness, boredom, frustration, or even contentment, peace. Acknowledge whatever comes up, including thoughts or stories about your experience. Simply notice where your mind went without judging it, pushing it away, clinging to it, or wishing it were different. and simply refocus your mind and guide your attention back to your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Follow the air all the way in and all the way out. Mindfully be present moment by moment with your breath. If your mind wanders away from the breath, just notice without judging it, be it a thought, emotion, or sensation that hooks your attention, and gently guide your awareness back to your breathing. As this practice comes to an end today, slowly allow your attention to expand and notice your entire body, and then beyond your body to the room you are in, and when you are ready, open your eyes and come back fully alert and awake. The breath is always with you as a refocusing tool to bring you back to the present moment. Set your intention to use this practice throughout your day to help cultivate and strengthen attention. I will give all of you a moment to come back, be fully here, be present. Okay, so um, I'll just quickly talk about the assignment for the coming week, and then we'll talk about the reflection. I'll keep 5 minutes for reflection, but quickly I'll just